All right, kids. Almost knocked over the camera in the first 3 seconds. Welcome back to Big Board. Going to try and keep this succinct if we can. Finally got this in. Interesting little background story here for Stalingrad roads. It's, as far as I can tell, I've already taken the shrink rip off and had a look at the rules, and that's about it. I had pre-ordered way back, had issues with my credit card, got hacked again, and my order got canceled. So I'm not sure what I paid for. Well, I know what I paid for, but I don't know if I got the pre-order price. I was kind of disappointed they just canceled the order. It would have been nice to say, hey, your card didn't go through. How about you check in? Anyway, but we'll say from the day I ordered until the day it arrived, boom, it was here super quick. Coming from Europe, I'm very impressed, or maybe it's stockpiled somewhere else. Got a little minor blemishes here on the box from FedEx throwing shit around. Oh, sorry, things around. Look, nice artwork on the box. I like it. Sturdy box. It's got all the nonsense on the back about what are you doing, why are you here, and what's going on, and it's a two-player game, and it's 60 to 300 minutes. Yeah, okay, right there with you. So I'm not sure what that little icon means. Does that mean it's like some sort of Euro, like green bullshit or something? Fantastic. Okay, so anyone who's played the Roads series, that's the only way I can think of it, Liberty Roads, Roads to Victory, etc., and this would be the third, Stalingrad Roads, you'll recognize this CRT immediately, combat results table. Big weather table, big factor in this game. The other key difference with this game system is that there are these tactical chits that you will use to add value or detract from the capabilities of your enemy. And that's the core of, from my perspective anyway, the CRT and the tactical chits, the core of the game. I haven't looked yet to see if there's like a Hitler gets cranky track. I'm sure there is, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's have a look at the bits and pieces. So everything's high gloss. You know, it is what it is. I'm not a huge fan of the high gloss stuff because it makes it hard to mark up. It means I got to print something out. Lovely layout. I read the first several pages just to get my head around key differences that I could note. Didn't see a lot of significant differences. Some tweaks with command ranges and bits and pieces like that, because you've got to be in a city and on a railroad, and then if your HQ is on a road, it can count the command range as a half hex. So if it's a command range of 8, you've got 16 hexes on a road. I'm sure that'll be important. We'll get to that when we play, right? Which I'm thinking, since this is a somewhat large one mapper, this will probably be up next once I punch through ELAO 1807 and get done with that. I'm about to be finished with the first turn of that, and that's a 4-turn scenario. So I'm not going to go through every single page of the rule book here, but you can see it's all case-based. Seems to be fairly terse phraseology, commentary here, sort of line iteming things out, which, you know, can either be good or be bad, depending on your ability to consume. Big example of combat. If you can't work that out, then you probably should not be playing war games. Same with retreat after combat. Nice big example there. It's got the battles magazine fading in of and the weathering in of pictures. It's all very sexy. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know, Battles is famous for all pictures and, you know, long articles with people talking about their feelings, and then they talk about the game for a few minutes. So we got all this shit going on here. More rules, more examples. Soviet offensives. I'm sure there's Muskarova and all that sort of good stuff. The Stavaka, got to have that. The Manstein marker, got to have. There's probably. Oh, here we go. Führer approval. All right, so we got a Führer approval track. Thanks for playing. So that's another key feature of this series. Now I got to say, look, I love Liberty Roads, and I have the Round Hammer expansion, which I have not touched yet, and got to do it. Got to get on that. But, I did not like Roads to Victory. I was maybe it was my gameplay partner, I don't know. But we got our asses handed to us as the Germans lickety split in a third of the turns that would have been normally required. Very sad. All right, so rule book, whatever. All right, you got that. Okay, bag of baggies, map. Now, I've got a couple comments on this map, and this is general commentary. It's got a little print ink dust on it, I guess. It's got a little texture to it. So the Führer track is over here, on this little brown thing here. And then you've got a general track on the right-hand side and a date track over there. Then the terrain, we've got, can't pronounce that. You've got north up here, Rostov, north, Stalingrad, south. So it's not a very big one mapper. I felt the map felt bigger when I was kind of jammed up in my corner of my desk. Kharkov here, right there. And so when we look at this map, we're gonna probably, it's a nice thick stock, by the way. It's substantial but not cardboardy. But once again, super high gloss. You can see the glare coming off. Nice ink penetration on the paper. This kind of sounded geeky, and I'm not that kind of geeky guy, but it really frustrates me when companies choose to print their maps and they do this ink application that cracks along the seams, and you pull it out of the box and the paint's already peeled, and the ink's already peeled, and it just pisses me off. The Don, the Donets, the usual stuff. Now, here's where the rule, as I was trying to say earlier on, that these roads will come into play, and the junction of roads and rail and cities will become important because it's going to give you enhanced command range and stuff like that. So that'll be a key factor, no doubt, in the gameplay. Now, the map. Now, this is less annoying than some other games that come out of Europe. There's this seems to be this European theme about pastels that is really starting to get my goat, and it is non-immersive, and it is not representing theme correctly to me. And it may look really good at first glance, but when I start playing these different colors that are on the map and the counters really start to irk me and bother me. Anyway, that's probably just a personal observation, and we should let that go. All right, let's see what we got in terms of counters. And speaking of pastels, we'll see what's in the box. So, Soviet player aid. Looks like there's this. It looks like there's a Stavaka reserve box. I wonder if that's meant to be offset like that. Kind of just ends there. All right. So how to leave the box, release from Stavaka, etc. And then on the back there's some scenario, backhand blow, axis setup. That's interesting. I guess if you're using this, you're not using this, or maybe you use this and then use that. I don't know. All the support markers for the Soviets, and this is where these can make a pretty significant difference. I think if it's the same as the old system, you're going to be pulling these from a bucket of some sort. So lots of different historical, interesting little bits that may or may not help you in your endeavors when you're on the map. Okay, Soviet player aid. Looks like Soviets are going to be required to plan major minor offensives, etc., and that's going to give you a certain amount of support points or chits, as the case may be. Oh, what do we got here? What? Hello, what are we doing? Okay, I don't know what this is for. It might be a mini scenario. I'd have to look in the scenarios. Excuse me, the scenarios. Another scenario. I love these charts. Good, easy reference. Okay, so we'll wait till we'll comment on the counters when we get to them. No, okay, more. Oh, another one, right? Campaign game. Looks like this cutting off is a theme. So there's that. Wintergewirre. That's probably that small scenario is what I'm guessing. Player aid here, raise the approval level, lower the approval level. There's a crisis at the Orke H. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. I know guys who can. Access player aid, sure, got it. Events, love it. Oh no, here's the events. Access, what is this? Events associated with the J52s. All right, that must be some sort of specific doohickey. We would need to read the rules on that. Support markers, gotcha. CRT for sure, 2 of those with a terrain effects chart. All right, counters, here we go. We only got a couple of charts back here. I'm sure these are, oh no, more, this is Soviet setups, right? And then on the back sides, player aids for the Operation Mars track, and potentially, it's the setup for another scenario. That's Uranus. You knew that was going to come, right? So puerile is better. All right. So wow, look at that. I think I really like these counters. I like these colors. These colors are slightly off shade of Felgrau, slightly off shade of the traditional Russian, let's call it red for want of a better term, or ochre as the case may be. They look really, really, really nice. Look at that. And the formations, let me get in close on these. The formations pop, right? Hang on 1 second. I thought we had a message. The formation names pop here. I'm trying to get the light just right for you. I think my lens might be a bit grubby. I'm sorry about that now, just realizing that. Here's the guard units. And then some of the info markers. Wow, these are really nice. A nice thickness. Looks like, well, I don't know. I don't want to punch a counter just yet, but we'll do a deeper dive on all this nonsense when we start playing. Wow. Okay, really nice. And you know, I gotta I'll share here. Look, with this map, I'm not saying this map is fugly, right, at all. These are right on the cusp of being too pastel for me. But I like this. This is subtle and muted, and it's very Battles Magazine style. I think the artist had, or whoever the artists are, there's some sort of thematic choice matrix going on there. But I can live with this. I like this. I like this is kind of on off white. It's not a bright white. I like this off white. There's the Nepa River up there. Yeah, look, what a really, really nice package. Lots of good informational counters. Now watch me struggle with holding the map back up, because that's always entertaining. We'll do that off screen. There we go. And it's probably not folder right, but that's okay. We're going to slap the counters down and make it so. Make it so. I like this. I like the package altogether. 2d6. No obvious complaints. And if the rules play in any way, shape, or form anywhere near the crispness and the clarity of Liberty Roads, or even Road to Victory, we're on a winner here. As I mentioned, this is a game I purchased, so it's not a freebie. This is not a, whatever you call it, one of those, hey, give me some shit for free and I'll pretend like I care. I've liked and loved most of the games that have come out of Nuts, including many of the magazine games, and I wish, despite my issues with a lot of the commentary in the Battles magazine, I disagree with it, some of it vehemently, but I like to read it because it's a completely different opinion to mine, and that's what makes the world go round, and that is what makes wargaming awesome, that we can read different people's opinions and appreciate them, and then walk away and go, oh, well, that guy really doesn't know what he's talking about. or we can just agree to disagree. I'm kidding. Clearly, they all know what they're talking about. They're all smarter than me. So, look, wow. I'm just going to say it's the second game out of Europe in a week. Super freaking impressed. Really nice job. Well done. Very excited. Can't wait. Nicholas Rident or Riden, depending on how you're going to pronounce that bad boy. Looking forward to getting your game on the table, my friend. Good luck with the sales. I hope it goes extremely well. It looks beautiful. Let's see how it plays very soon. All the best. Roll dice.